Good morning. It's not like super early, but we slept in today, which was so nice. After the hotel yesterday, we weren't really able to sleep very well or long at the hotel. I don't know why. It's not like the beds were like super uncomfortable or anything. We both woke up like super early. But today we both have today off. So I am headed to the grocery store and I'm gonna be picking up some snacks and some food. We're having some friends over tonight. Tomorrow is the Norwegian national holiday, 17th of May. There was a hitchhiker, and I always kind of want to pick them up when I see a hitchhiker, but I don't know where he's going. I mean, anything would probably be better than here, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've heard too many true crime podcasts. Although in those, it's usually the hitchhiker who is killed and not the other person, but... Hey guys, a quick update I'll give about the job that I applied for. I had my interview last week and I was supposed to know today. So the team leader for the position that I applied for, she called me, and the process has been placed on hold because of a transformation that's happening at our workplace. So until that is all settled, I will not know if I got the job or not, and that's not going to be until week 24, which is like a month from now. Not much to do about that, so I'm just going to have to wait a little longer, I guess, but yeah, it's a long wait. And then I am hoping that my screen will get here. Tomorrow, it's the 3rd business day since it was sent, so I'm really hopeful that it's going to get there tomorrow. I have to go into the office tomorrow, so just being able to pick that up on my way home would be amazing. And then if I get noticed, because I have to bring my old screen or my work's screen back into the office, because obviously I have one of my screens and one of my job's screens right now. And then I would just have my own. I asked my brother if he wanted the screen. He didn't really reply. He just asked if he needed a docking, and I said no, you just need a HDMI cable, because he has my old laptop. He bought that when I bought a new one. Hey guys, we have a little shelf situation downstairs that is not very pretty to look at. So I'm gonna make some paint, or I'm gonna mix some paint. So this is just a white-ish color. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take what's left of this after I painted my door, and then I'm gonna pour this sample in here. This is havgud, which is like a dark grayish blue. So I'm just gonna open this up, pour it into this to make like a lighter gray. And this is one of the samples that we bought for our bedroom, and I considered just using the whites, but I didn't feel like it. I told Marius that I wanted to paint the shelf, and he was like, I really don't care what it looks like down there. I was like, cool, I will just do what I feel like doing then. It's like kind of like a baby blue, actually. Okay, so this is what this shelf looks like now. You can see why I want to paint it. So I just washed over the top 3 shelves. I'm also gonna be painting these, I think. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start with the bottom, or probably the middle shelf, because that's easy to paint. And we're just gonna see how I like the color. So this is the color. It's like white, but not quite. It is so much better. this gray. This is just one coat, so obviously it needs a second one. I just did like halfway because I need to move everything here. But yes.
I feel that there's a very small circle of affluent Asians in Los Angeles, and we all know each other one way or another. I actually met Anna in La Premiere on an Air France flight where we were in PJs and having caviar. So are you ever gonna get married again? Are you in La Premiere?
Hey guys. I am headed into the office. It is 6:18 right now. My screen also arrived yesterday, so I'm gonna be picking that up on my way home today, which I am so excited for. I have coffee with me. I also brought what I need to have, like iced coffee. So I have a tumbler with ice and soy milk, and then I can stop and pick up some espresso from that with my like free coffee cup. I just finished work. I'm gonna go to my car and I'm gonna pick up my new computer screen. Here I am, ready to pick up my screen. It's a good thing my car is not any smaller. This it barely fits. Hey guys, I am home. We're barbecuing. I haven't set up my laptop, or why do I keep saying laptop? My screen yet. But I got a new freelance client, which is so exciting. Something is finally happening, which is so good, because honestly I'm quite tired of having a boss. Not because my boss is bad or anything, just because I want to be my own boss. Good morning. It's a little past 6, I think. Maybe it's a little past 6:30 actually. I'm waiting for my coffee that you may or may not hear in the background, and my hair is a mess. I am just doing some freelance before work. I'm doing the customer service thing, and then I got a new client yesterday, so I'm gonna see if I can do that later today. Its deadline is on Monday. I have this large Syngonium tri-leaf wonder, and this is just so long. I just want to cut it down. And these top leaves, they are so pretty. They're starting to get like the little indent thing. When these mature, they get kind of double leaves at the top. So I think I'm gonna cut this here, and then here, 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 here. At least probably like down here at least. Because it's just too long. It needs to be chopped. Yeah. These two are the only ones left. And then you have a couple of nodes here. This one is actually already growing. So we have a couple of wet sticks or like nodes here without leaves. But I think this is good. And then I have this one with like 2 leaves and like 3 other nodes. And then we have this. So maybe I'll see if I can sell some of these, and then I definitely want to keep some as well. Now, right now there's no water in here. I'm just waiting for this to harden. Look at her. Just trying to eat some grass. Probably gonna be scared when I stop my car. Poor little thingy. We're headed out to see some friends. I managed to get another short-term freelancing client today for editing some text that's already, it was English and then it was auto-translated to Norwegian via machine translation, and then I need someone to edit the text, basically read through it and make sure that everything is correct. And I'm not paid nearly anything, but it's my first gig on Fiverr, so I'm hoping I have this one and then I can increase my prices a little bit, even though it's just one order. It's like $50, and then Upwork takes Fiverr takes 20%, which leaves 40 to me, and then I don't know if you have to pay a fee to transfer the cash like you do with Upwork, but there's taxes, which is roughly like 30 something percent, so that leaves me maybe, I don't know, $25 maybe for like 2 hours of work. But it's fun because even though it's not a lot of money, it's a starting point and it gets me reviews. So as long as she's happy with the work that I do, she will give me a good review, and then that will help other clients also book my services. I don't want to do Upwork and Fiverr for the most part, but they're a good place to start to get reviews and experience. Good morning. I am going to the Vegetarfestivalen in Oslo today, and it is raining so hard, and like we need the rain, so I'm not too mad about the rain itself. Just kind of mad that it's today. I was considering taking the bus so that I could be working on the bus instead of driving, but in the rain I kind of just feel like driving myself, I think. I'm gonna go downstairs and get my raincoat so that I have that with me because it is pouring. I'm also gonna be having my umbrella, but I don't know what the weather is gonna be like. And Oslo can be kind of windy sometimes. So it's 10:10 now. The festival starts at 11, but if you're later, you don't have to stand in line to get in. So I'm just making some coffee, and then I'm just having a couple of crisp bread for breakfast, and then I'm probably gonna be eating everything in sight at the festival because they have a lot of vegan stuff there. So you basically pay to get into a place so that you can eat everything, which is funny. So we have some crisp bread, coffee, and Bling Empire. I am basically ready to leave. I'm just gonna brush my hair and, I don't know, do something with it, I think. I'm probably just gonna put it up in a regular pony since it's raining. So I just watched like 10-15 minutes of Bling Empire while eating, and then I have some coffee left that I'm just gonna bring in my car. So I'm watching Bling Empire, and Shaman Durek comes on. He's like gonna guide them with a spiritual session. And Shaman Durek is actually boyfriend. That sounds so unserious, but whatever. His girlfriend is a princess of Norway, if you didn't know. Princess Martha. She is with Shaman Durek. That was so hilarious that just suddenly popped up in a like reality show about Asian Americans. But I am gonna go. I found my jacket and it is raining so hard. I was supposed to go with a friend, but she had managed to double book herself, so she's not going to be going anyway. She's going to Lillehammer for a bachelorette party. So I asked Elisa if she was working today or how she was working today, and she is working until like 2 o'clock, which means she won't be in Oslo until like closer to 4. So I think I'm gonna bring my laptop with me as well, and then if I want to, I can sit down and edit or something. So here's the Veggie Festival. So I'm gonna get in. So this is a donut from TaylorMade, which is vegan, and it looks so good. And then we have a spicy tofu bao with gochujang. I got some samples. So this is a plant synergy protein slush with berry flavor, and then a gazpacho with pumpkin, paprika, onion, and lime. So I got another sample. This is a burger. I really love this burger. I have this all the time. Got a chocolate chip cookie from Bakerina on Instagram. She's a ballerina who's vegan and likes to bake. Hence Bakerina. And the longest line here goes to Alpro. This scenery is just so small town and not like middle of Oslo. And then bam, city. This area is so cute. Oh, there are tulips. This whole area, it's a parcel garden, and it was created during World War I to help ease the lack of food, which is so interesting that they're still keeping it. And the address is Telthusbakken. If you're in Oslo and want to walk this steep but adorable hill. And here's also the old pilgrim route, which went to Nidaros, which is in Trondheim. It's the huge cathedral. And from here, it is 639 kilometers to Nidaros. This symbol marks the pilgrimage. So you can actually see several places in Norway where they have that symbol on like hotels and stuff. That is a signal that they like support the pilgrimage and you can stay there. So this is where I'm at now. Gamle Aker kirke, which translates to Old Aker Church, which is this building right here. So Norway actually became Christian quite early, around the year 1000 CE, after basically being forced to become Christian and leave their Norse faith behind. By like people literally poured liquid gold, like molten gold, into people's throats to kill them. And this specific church was actually built around the year 1100 CE. And the first round of the elections in 1814, when Norway got its own constitution, was done here. The first national election. This is the Pilgrim Center in Oslo, and this is the milestone for the road to Jerusalem. And this protection is pretty damaged. It's like a tile work underneath, but it's 3,611 kilometers to Jerusalem. And I'm assuming this is Hebrew for Jerusalem. This car is a Range Rover Evoque, and it's actually one of the cars that I've been drilling at so hard. Shame someone drew on the building. Look at that on the wall. Oh my god. So a lot of people who are prominent or are buried here in these light green areas in the middle. And Henrik Ibsen and Edvard Munch, who are probably the most prominent of these people abroad, are buried here. If you are creeped out by gravestones, I'm sorry, but I actually find it quite calming to walk burial sites like this, which I know is weird, but it just, I don't know. It's weird to say that it gives me peace, because I'm not sure if that's the correct word, but it's just calm. Like, look at this. There's like stairs. This is for a factory owner who passed away in 1908. And what I am assuming is his daughter, who passed away in 1945. Look at all the hosta. The kind of white and green ones in the middle are the ones that I planted at home. They're so pretty. Look at this gravestone with a person leaning on it. And as you can see, a lot of people use this area kind of as a park. People are walking around, walking their dog. Like, there's just a tree growing. And all the buildings in this area too are really old and beautiful, which just adds to everything. So this is the honorary area, with these like massive trees and the blood oak. So I'm literally just walking around here because I'm waiting for Elisa to get back from work so we can head out. That's basically the plan. People have written a lot of stuff on this tree. There's like hearts and initials. And when this was written, that would maybe down here, I don't know. So this is Henrik Ibsen's tomb, who was a big writer. And there we have Edvard Munch, who is a very famous painter today, although he wasn't really recognized in his time. There's Alf Preussen, who wrote a lot of songs. He's from my localish area. A lot of the old graves here, they actually have the deceased's signature on them instead of like just a typographic name, which is kind of interesting. You can see like Edward Monk has his signature, and it looked like maybe Alf Dresen had the same. So I stopped by this bookstore on the corner, which is over 100 years old, and I just picked up a book, and now I'm just waiting for Elisa. She's here in less than 5 minutes. There's a flower shop across the street, so I'm considering walking by there. It looks lucky.
Er det innenfor for en cocktail for meg?
Kjør på. Det er ikke din skyld at jeg kjører bil. Det er ikke din skyld at jeg kjører bil. We have empanadas. We ordered dessert, so we had some caramel flan and some empanada with arroz con leche and cinnamon ice cream. I'm on drink duty, so we have Martini Fiero, Suzu with strawberry, and then some. I don't have Fanta. So I don't have Fanta, so we're doing cranberry and lemon drink. Kan jeg få lov til å legge på første level? Var det bra kort? Hvis ikke kan du legge det ned i bunken. Da vil jeg ikke ha det. Det er ikke god.
Spørs hva du samler på.
Nå kan du få lov til å ta kortet ditt.
Trenger jeg ikke å ta kortet mitt?
Du la det ett hakk der? Really? Hey guys, so Elisa ended up being coming home with me pretty spontaneously, and Evelyn is also here. Hi. I covered up the windows since Elisa is sleeping in here. Molly is not happy, so I just moved some things around so that she got like a little nightstand and stuff, and then we can go to bed. Hi, come down. Come down. You're just gonna sit there? Come down. Hi. Come down. Yeah, come down. Hi. Hey. Kom down. Hi dear. Hi. Kom down. Hei, Christian. Hei, er du ute i regnet? Hei, er du ute i regnet? Åh, hei. Ja. I just drove Evelyn home and Elisa to the bus, and then I have some work to do. I have a freelance client that I have to deliver by tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that today, and then hopefully I'll get to start on the one that's has a deadline on Friday. Hey, yeah. You must stay in garage, Pigeon. I need to close the garage, but if I do, she'll get scared, and I don't want to scare her. Come down. Okay. Hey. Okay, that one. Come down. Yeah. Hi. I have just finished the translation gig that I had through Upwork, which is hopefully going to be going into a long-term agreement with 3 translations a week. And then the other one I have also completed, that was more of an editing of a automatic translation thing, which was almost 4,000 words, so I did that. I edited my YouTube video yesterday, so I have exported it, and then I just made the thumbnail, so I'm just gonna upload that to YouTube. And then I am gonna go downstairs and find some lunch. It's 2:40 right now, So I've been working for a couple of hours, and yeah, I am hungry and I'm ready to have a little bit more weekend before work tomorrow. I'm gonna barbecue some veggies. This big top one is onions, carrots, and artichoke hearts, and then the two bottom ones are potatoes. I'm just waiting for the barbecue. It's gonna take about 20 minutes, maybe 25, because the carrots last time were still a little bit hard. I just have some grapefruit beer